Our next script is a historical drama for all you classical music lovers out there. It is called Fantastic Dreamer. Composer Hector Berlioz is snubbed by the woman he wants, writes a symphony to express his feelings, and then pursues her. In the role of Hector, please welcome Tom Stewart back to the stage. And in the role of Franz Liszt, Scott C. Brown. Scott, come back on up. And in a dual role, playing both Felix Mendelssohn and the second person in the part, John Paul Sharp. Come on up, John. Love the hat.
That's sweet.
And in the role of Harriet Smithson, a Shakespearean actress, Miss Sophia Rybin. Let's come back up, Sophia. And in the role of Helena, Harriet's sister, and playing first person in the part, Tomoko Saito. Come on up, Tomoko. And our narrator is Telissa Steen. Telissa. And I will be playing the role of David, the friend of Hector. Ladies and gentlemen, Fantastic Dreamer with a short musical interlude.
December 4th, 1830, Hector Berlioz runs up and down the aisle carrying the manuscript of his Symphonie Fantastique to the music of the first movement of that symphony. Hector is 27 years old, of average height, with flaming red hair. He hears the sound of Liszt's second Hungarian Rhapsody being played on the piano by Liszt and is drawn towards that sound. As Hector approaches Liszt's door, he runs, and in his excitement, he smashes into the door. Papers fly all over the place.
Not again. I already told you, don't start. Oh, you're not my cleaner. Don't you realize you've interrupted me in the middle of my second Hungarian Rhapsody?
Then I am addressing Mr. Franz Liszt.
Yes, I am the great Franz Liszt. And who might you be? You're not the cleaner's assistant who shrank all my shirts, are you?
I am the Hector Berlioz. You must know who I am.
No, I have no idea who you are.
I'm a composer.
Ah.
I was told you are the world's greatest pianist, and it is important that I speak with you.
Well, you got the first part, right? Go on.
I've composed a symphony, and I was told that I should show it to the world's greatest pianist, who might be able to demonstrate to me what it sounds like. You see, I cannot play the piano.
Amateurs. All I ever get is amateurs. Who recommended that you come see me?
A friend of mine who wants to do a dance to your second Hungarian Rhapsody. He asked me to give you his card.
Liszt reads the card.
Maurice Beggs Boni. What kind of name is that? And now what do you want from me?
I'd like to hear you play part of my symphony for me.
Then you'll go away, right?
You see, my symphony is rather unusual. In order for you to understand it, I'd like to show you the program for the first 5 movements.
Liszt studies the program and invites Hector in.
Well, Mr. Berlioz, was it? You've certainly caught my attention with this program. Now, you say this entire symphony is the result of an opium dream?
No.
You're not one of those opium eaters, are you?
No. That is a literary device. You see, I had to do something to make these dreams plausible.
Well, why did you write such a ludicrous program?
You see, the beloved woman that I've described is a real person, and I want to win her over.
Who is this person?
Her name is Harriet Smithson.
You mean Harriet Smithson, the actress?
Wait.
The famous actress?
Yes, she is the one. You know Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet? Harriet, she is Juliet personified, but soft, What light through on with no brakes?
Yeah, I've heard it. So, you see yourself as Romeo.
Oui, that is correct.
Look, Romeo.
Hector?
All right, Hector. Do you remember what happened to Romeo at the end of that play?
It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is she's the most beautiful creature on the face of the earth.
You know, you seem to have all the subtlety of a herd of elephants. How long have you known her?
She has never met me.
You mean you've written all this to impress a famous actress that you've never even met? Why haven't you introduced yourself to her?
I cannot do that. She is much above my station. I must do something dramatic to impress her.
Like writing this symphony. Look, Berlioz, I've read this program. Let me paraphrase it for you. Movement 1, he meets the beloved woman. Movement 2, he sees her at a ball. Movement 3, he sees her in the country. Movement 4, he kills her and is being led to the gallows. Movement 5, she comes back as a witch. I don't see how you're going to impress a famous actress with a program like this.
I cannot say, but I have given this program much thought.
Look, Hector. Whatever. I hate to burst your bubble, but I don't think this actress is going to go for this.
Well, maybe if you play some of my symphony, you might understand.
All right, and then you'll go away?
You think I'm crazy, don't you?
The thought had crossed my mind.
Then I'd like to explain some of my circumstances behind the composition of this symphony.
Scene 14, the theater.
This is really exciting to be actually here in this theater. I have not seen Shakespeare in months. If this Miss Smithson is everything you say she is?
David, she didn't let me down, and I have extremely high standards. Oh look! Here comes Felix Mendelssohn. Have you met him before?
Oh, no, but I certainly know it.
Monsieur Mendelssohn, do you remember me? I am David Schutten. This is Hector Berlioz.
I remember you. Monsieur Berlioz. I have certainly heard of you, and I am familiar with several of your works.
You are? I had no idea.
Oh, yes. There is a genius in you, but I was here because of my love of Shakespeare. He has been a great inspiration to me. I have just completed an overture to his Midsummer Night's Dream.
Yes, I've heard it, Mendelssohn. Oh, it is magnificent. I think your overture will be performed hundreds of years in the future.
You are too kind. But I could say the same for your music. Are you a devotee of Shakespeare, Hector?
I'm afraid I don't understand the language of Shakespeare very well.
Who does?
But I understand his passion. I'm told that Miss Smithson, who plays Ophelia, she is known for her passion. I may fall in love tonight.
She probably has dozens of admirers. She is the toast of the whole continent.
Then I may have to fight over her. It has been a pleasure meeting you. Will you join me later?
Of course.
I'll be joining you in just a moment. Are you really familiar with Hector's work?
Yes, but I think he is a freak, without a spark of talent. He writes the most horrible things. Besides, I have heard that he is extremely vain. Fortunately, I like Frenchmen. If he were anything but a Frenchman, I couldn't stand him. But this is just between you and me, all right?
Of course.
Mendelssohn and David sit down with Hector. There is a clap of thunder throughout the entire performance of Hamlet. Hector is so impressed with Harriet's acting that he sits in awe every time she comes onto the stage.
I will marry that woman someday.
But first, you'll have to meet her.
She will be playing Juliet tomorrow night. I would like to be with Romeo. Somehow.
Blackout. Harriet walks through the audience. Hector sees her through the crowd.
Miss Smithson! Miss Smithson!
He struggles his way through the crowd. However, just as he is about to finally meet her, he trips and falls. Harriet does not see this happen and inadvertently steps on his hand. causing him intense pain. However, she is oblivious to him and continues slowly. Hector is wincing in pain, much too embarrassed to let her know that she is the cause of his pain. He tries very hard to hide his pain. David enters.
Well, did you meet her?
Please don't ask me that. I cannot talk about it right now.
I take it the answer is no, then.
That's right.
Well, did you try?
Look, I said I do not want to talk about it.
Oh, but look at your hands. Did she do this to you?
I told you I did not want to talk about it.
Wait a minute. She did do this to you.
It wasn't her fault.
Oh, come on.
I
What really happened? How did you manage to provoke her into violence?
tripped and she accidentally stepped on my hand. It was an accident.
Oh God. Are you going to try to meet her again?
No, I think this was an omen.
Oh, look. The curtain is about to go up.
Harriet's voice is heard from the stage. Hector has a totally awestruck expression. The rest of the audience leaves, except Hector and David. Hector retains the same awestruck expression.
What now? I cannot stop thinking about Henriette. I feel that she's opened up new worlds for me, but I cannot go back to the theater. The emotional turmoil will kill me.
You're determined to impress Miss Smithson somehow, aren't you?
Yes, what a daunting task. She lives on the other side of the English Channel, and even if we lived in the same neighborhood, I don't think a renowned actress could pay attention to moi.
Oh, she may be a renowned actress, but you're a brilliant composer.
Thank you for saying so. Even if there's nothing I can do that would cause her to even notice I was alive.
You could put on a concert.
Scene 20, Harriet's apartment. There is a knock on the door. Harriet answers it.
Oh, well, hi there. What can I do for you, love?
You're Harriet Smithson, right?
That's me.
My name is David. We met several months ago at a party.
Why, sure, I remember you. Come on in. What can I do for you?
Miss Smithson, I've come to speak with you on behalf of a friend of mine.
I know. Your friend wants theatre tickets, right?
No. He wants you to come to a concert he is putting on.
What? A concert he is putting on? Are you sure you're not talking about yourself? This is your concert, right? You know, I think this sounds familiar. I've done this part before. I believe my line is, "Speak for yourself, John."
David.
All right, David. I don't believe you came at all this way to talk to me about a total stranger.
No, it's really not my concert. I am not that advanced of a musician, I'm afraid. But my friend is. He is a great admirer of yours, and he says that he is very anxious to have the honor of your illustrious presence at his concert.
My illustrious presence? What kind of concert?
He's putting on a symphony concert of nothing but his own works.
Nothing but his own works. That's ambitious. But it also sounds kind of foolish to me. Who would come to this concert?
Well, my friend is extremely anxious to have you come to his concert, and he desperately wants to meet you.
Oh, is that right? Well, if your friend is so anxious to meet me, why isn't he here with you now?
Oh, he is much too intimidated by your stature.
Are you sure this friend of yours is for real? Come on, tell me. What's his name?
Hector Berlioz.
I never heard of him. But he sounds like a real loony bird to me. When is this mythical concert supposed to take place?
On the 26th of May at the Hall of the Conservatoire.
Well, I'm flattered by the invitation. I would still be in Paris at that time, but wild horses couldn't drag me to a concert put on by some egomaniac who's too neurotic to introduce himself. Now, I hope you'll allow me to excuse myself. I have to get ready for a performance.
Is that your final answer?
Do you hear me saying anything different?
No. But I thank you for your time.
Act 2, Scene 1, the park. Harriet walks through the park totally oblivious to the fact that Hector is watching her. She sits down.
Look, it's Harriet Smithson. The actress, the one I saw at the opera comique. Excuse me, aren't you Harriet Smithson?
That's me.
Oh, I just wanted to let you know that I'm a great admirer of yours. You know, I have a very hard time understanding that Shakespeare fellow, but when I saw you as Juliet, the whole drama made sense to me. I was in tears when you died.
Oh, that's very kind of you. I will be doing Juliet again this Saturday night at the Opera Comique.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'll try to be there.
Harriet continues to walk through the park, still oblivious of Hector. She sees a second person, accompanied by a constantly barking Chihuahua dog.
Oh, no.
Harriet averts her eyes. However, he sees her and comes over to her.
Oh, look, it's Juliet.
No, you have confused me with someone else.
No, I know a face. You're Juliet. I saw you in the theater. Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? That's you. I've got your speech down pat. Do you want to hear it?
Please, just,
Say, why don't you do me some of that speech for me?
I'm really not.
Come on. I really just want to hear a couple of lines.
Harriet tries to get out of his way, but he blocks her path.
Look, would you just leave me alone? Just go away!
She starts to walk away. The Chihuahua continues barking. She looks at the dog ferociously.
And your little dog, too!
Hector is totally shocked and astonished. Scene 2, Harriet's apartment.
Here's a mail, Harriet.
Thank you, Helena, my dear sister. Oh no, there's another letter from that Berlioz person. Please send it back.
Has he been sending you a lot of letters?
Too many? I should be flattered. But these letters, I don't know how to respond to them. Look at this one. My dearest Henriette. He doesn't even know my name. It's Harriet. And why does he keep calling me dearest? I've never even met this person.
You know how the French are. It's just showing you he rather admires you.
Oh, you think so? Listen to this. Ever since I saw you as Juliet, I knew that only you could really touch my heart.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yes, it's sweet. But he's too intense. And this, someday we will make beautiful music together.
Oh, he's a musician, isn't he?
Yes. He's the same musician who sent me an invitation to a concert he was putting on. An entire program of just him. Only he had a friend deliver the invitation for him, just so he could find out my reaction. He could have delivered it himself.
Oh, he sounds like the ultimate romantic. He's an admirer from afar.
Yes, but I think he's a little crazy. I don't want to reject him for fear of what he might do, so please just send back his letters. If I don't hear about his letters, I can't reject him.
Very well.
I'd like to tell him exactly what I think of him. I think I know how to discourage him.
Harriet picks up a pen and writes. Scene 3, in front of the curtain. Hector reads the letter.
Mr. Berlioz, I am forced to demand that you stop sending me these outrageous letters. I should inform you that I am to be married soon, and my fiancée told me that I should take legal action against you if you don't cease bothering me immediately.
My fiancée, legal action? Well, of course! She has proved false to him. Then what? He will have to do something to show her he cannot be rejected.
Scene 4, Hector's apartment.
I have it! It's the new program for the rest of the symphony. Would you like to hear it? Then,
All right.
fourth movement. The march to the scaffold. He dreams he has murdered his beloved one, that he is being condemned to death, and he is being led to the execution. A march that is alternately somber and wild, brilliant and solemn accomplishes the procession. At last, the fixed idea returns, and for a moment, at last, the thought of love is revived, and then is cut short by the death blow.
Good heavens. Is there more?
Fifth movement. Dreams of a witch's Sabbath. He dreams that he is present at the witch's revival, surrounded by the horrid spirits and monsters in many fearful forms who have come together for his funeral. The beloved melody is heard again. But it has not lost its shy and noble character. It has become a vulgar, trivial, grotesque dance tune. She it is who comes to attend the witches' meeting. Riotous shouts and howls greet her arrival. She joins the infernal orgy. Bells toll for the dead. Boom, boom. Well, what do you think?
Scene 15, the park. Harriet is walking through the park, but in disguise. No one recognizes her. She sits down at a park bench. A man sits next to her with the intention of stealing her purse. Just at the moment that he lunges for her purse, Hector walks by and witnesses the attempted theft, not realizing that Harriet is the intended victim.
Don't worry, madame, I will protect you.
Hector struggles with the thief, who runs away. During the struggle, Harriet's disguise falls off and she stares face to face with Hector.
Hector Berlioz!
Oh, Harriet Smithson.
It's Harriet. That was very gallant of you to rescue me that way.
Mademoiselle Smithson, I am enchanted to meet your acquaintance. The pleasure is all mine.
Oh, I owe you a debt of gratitude for rescuing me from that thief, monsieur. But I must be going at once.
Harriet leaves very abruptly. Hector, for once, is speechless. Blackout. Harriet is walking through the park with a different disguise. Hector is also walking through the park with the intention of meeting Harriet again. He sees her and is not fooled by her disguise.
Miss Smithson. Miss Smithson?
No, I think you have confused me with someone else.
Harriet starts to run away but trips and falls. Hector gallantly picks her up and her disguise falls off again.
Enchanté, mademoiselle.
Look, whatever your name is, this is getting ridiculous. I don't know what's going on, but we've got to stop meeting like this.
Mademoiselle, I have but one question for you.
Now what?
Are you all right?
Yes, thank you. Monsieur Berlioz again. I had a feeling I might see you here.
Yes, this is a lovely place. I come here often.
Look, I don't know what you thought would happen when we met here, but my life is very full right now and I don't need any distractions. Besides, if you aren't the most egotistical, self-centered lunatic that ever lived, I don't know who is.
Were you pleased with my symphony?
Oh yes, for a while. But by the end of the evening, I wanted to be the one to march you to the gallows.
Are you upset?
What makes you think I might be upset? I was perfectly content before I went to that concert. I didn't even want to go. I only went to get away from my sister and her boyfriend, Hector. Oh my God. I can't get away from that name, but I will never forgive you for the humiliation you have put me through. Never.
Mademoiselle, there are many men in the world who might be tempted to commit such violent, unspeakable acts, but I am not one of them. The fact that I have described such a character should in itself be proof I could not possibly be such a person.
You still didn't answer my question. Why did you do it?
I caught your attention, did I not?
Please, monsieur, I don't know what to think of you except that you are a very strange man. Your gallantry of the past 2 days is appreciated, but please do not call on me. I will call on you.
Harriet leaves. Scene 16, in front of the curtain.
David, I do not know what to do about Henriette. I can't get the last few words she said to me out of my mind.
Yes, I know. You're out of your mind. But you won't believe what I just heard about Miss Smithson. She fell down while trying to get out of her carriage and she broke her leg.
No.
She has been laid up in her bed for several days now.
Oh my God, I must see her immediately.
Scene 17, Harriet's apartment. Harriet is lying in bed with a broken leg. Hector comes in with a bouquet of flowers.
I heard about your accident, mademoiselle. I've come here to make you feel better.
Monsieur Berlioz, if you've come here to pity me, you can spare me the trouble.
I do not pity you, mademoiselle. I love you. I adore you.
Oh, please, monsieur, I am in much pain, but I am glad to see you.
Mademoiselle, I would like to visit you every day. Every day that you're here. May I?
Yes, you may. Hector, would you kiss me?
They kiss.
Will you marry me? You didn't say no.
I didn't say no, but I didn't say yes either. I need time, Hector. I need time.
Scene.